Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is another beautiful Monday. It's the first day in this new month of April. How are you all doing? Welcome again to Money Matter on WAP TV. With me this morning, I have my beautiful sister, Slimy.
Good morning, ma.
Looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
Okay.
Happy New Month.
Yes, same to you.
And happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day. And to all our female viewers at home, happy Mother's Day to you all. With me also seated is Chief Olododo. Welcome. How are you today?
The lady is beautiful lady.
Yes, she's beautiful.
No handsome, no beautiful, no Allah. I introduce myself as beautiful Olododo.
No, you're handsome.
Yeah.
Why you don't want to be handsome?
handsome?
No, you're handsome.
Chief.
Okay.
Very handsome.
I call him Swagalicious Daddy.
Hey. You just call me Sakala. Like,
No vex.
put some
Chief, no vex. Chief
reintroduce
Olododo.
with you.
Okay, with me is the chief amongst all chiefs.
Hi, Chief.
Hi, Chief.
OA for short.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Oi.
Oko.
Yari.
Yeah. Welcome. It's good
Thank
to
you.
always have you here.
Thank
You know,
you,
they
ma.
give us the male version.
Yeah,
You know,
they
since
spice
we
things up.
exactly. You know, since they talk about women and money,
Ben.
they give us the side. You know how they look and how they see them
Ben.
from the men angle. So
Because
really
na two of us
appreciate you.
gets home.
Yes, so really appreciate
You're
you.
welcome,
Thank you
ma.
for your input.
Shima.
All right.
Thank you. You know, cool, mule lowo.
Yes,
If
so-
not for you people, there will be nothing we call home. You are the home makers. You are the owners of the home. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much, Ju. And you know, we are the homemakers, like you have said, but we want to be better
Better
people.
homemakers,
Yes,
yeah.
want to be better
You
homemakers.
see our joy that you are better homemakers. Because let me tell you, sincerely, every man, unless a man wey you know destined for success, but if you see any man, tó bá jẹ́ olóríire ọkùnrin, he always want to point among his friends, say, that's my wife in
Exactly.
Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Yes, so
That's my wife in Ferrari. We
Yes.
love it. Oh, we
Yes,
always
so.
proud. Most especially when you people come and maybe I'm with my friends and my wife
She
will
just comes
look,
down from the car.
hey, or you look dazzling like you like this, or you do hair like Slimity own, and now money be all this sign well on the sign.
you know.
So if you are looking good or you are you are progressing, we are happy to claim you. Nobody wants to say, now my wife is just tired apart from one corner.
You won't even want to
You won't
introduce
even say
yourself.
anything.
You won't
You
say anything. You just keep
carry
mute.
your face.
Yeah.
You know, when the person pass, when you get home, you go just go settle
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
that matter.
So we know money is important
Very,
in you
very
people's
important.
career too.
Yes, very, very important. And like you have said, you know, we just don't want to be just, okay, we have money and just spending money. Because for most people, when they hear woman and money, the thing the way they ring for their head,
Shawama they think gold.
sure, in fact, now for
Party wear,
spending. When you think of man and money, what thing will come to your
More
mind?
of saving, family,
Investment.
responsibilities,
Exactly.
investment.
When you
Family.
talk about men and money, the first thing that comes to your mind that pops up is investment. But when you hear woman and money, what comes
Spending.
to your mind? They say, spending. Wanted to deal, she has come again. You know.
Bill.
She wants to bill.
Bill.
We don't want that that description anymore.
That mindset, we need to change it.
And we are going to change it.
Yeah.
And do you know the funniest part? I'm just telling you a secret. Men, when we greet ourselves outside, say, you ask me, say, what of Iyare and Ire?
Hey, how are you and Irede?
Hey, they are running the bees.
Can you imagine?
That's what we normally tell ourselves.
Can
Like you guys
imagine?
don't spend at
That's
all.
secret, though. Can you
And that's
imagine?
true, Sha.
That's what we used to brag.
They are
with.
lounging.
We say
Like,
they
now
are
you-
running the bills.
They're running the bills and they spend my money.
Eh,
they are
they're enjoying, they're
spending
spending.
money.
They're at home, they're chilling.
You won't hear say, she they bring.
Ah, like that.
No, things must change for us.
Yeah,
Now
they
new
will.
day we day. Now new month
New
we day.
month.
Now new season for us. Things will change for
Yeah.
us. No
Yes, I
worry.
believe.
Okay, so like we they say, we are talking about money and women. And we don't they say that the goal for us here for WAP TV for this program, they say we want to encourage women. Say make they change.
Yeah.
You know, make they become involved when it comes to money matter. We want them to have an understanding of how money works.
Yeah.
Because whether we like it or not, money has ways, it has principles,
Yeah.
it has the thing, how it they work.
Tenants.
Yes. Okay. It gets the way they work. If you get money, if you see 1,000 naira, waiting 1,000, if you see I'm waiting, it will come to your mind.
1,000. Right, maybe for me, I'll start looking for data.
You look for data. When
Because
you
I
see
think it's
1,000
just-
naira, waiting you go see.
I will see, say, okay, 1,000, make I quickly shop small amala.
That's what I'm saying,
So
because
the
of the
remaining
amount.
seed.
So different. And then if I have data, I don't think I will reason 1,000 naira because I didn't even buy 1,000 naira for. Do you understand? So I might just reason that it's too small. So most times when I see it, it could just be in my wallet, unless if I want to eat. Or
At times,
so,
top
because
up.
I can't even use it to buy.
Fuel.
I can't even use it to buy pizza.
Yeah, they take and
Okay,
buy.
Okay, I
fuel.
can do shawarma though.
Can you imagine?
Yes, we can do shawarma.
Yeah, they can do top up at times for fuel.
For
Yeah,
fuel.
make the fuel no enter you. Oh, yeah, put 1,000 again.
But you know that 1,000 naira, it means so many things to different people. For some people, when they see that 1,000 naira, waiting they see, they say, they go see harvest. They go see, okay, my investment, that's waiting they go see. Go see, okay, let me top up for this thing, my saving, my ajo, my contribution. That's not the thing we will come to their head. But for many people, when they see 1,000 naira, they see them as free money.
Yeah.
You can imagine if you see 1,000 naira in 10 places. How much be that?
10.
Na 10,000. If na contribution, you won't put them inside.
But this is the way they talk now. Because I remember the days why they do and they spend above that for my hair.
For your waiting.
For my hair.
You see.
Yes. As of then. So I just try imagine how much 10,000 what I don't spend.
So
even
if
more
for
than
one
that.
Sitting, you go spend
for
more
one
than
sitting,
10,000
yes.
for your
Because maybe I need to process from maybe
how many times do you make the hair?
we do hair twice a month. I do my hair twice a month.
So that's
yes.
not 20,000.
So that's why they try imagine now, like how much I've actually
20,000 if you
spent.
know their account at times.
Seriously, as the case is now, do I want 20K in my account?
You have. No matter what you get it, maybe you don't call your colleague the same way you
For
want.
that
You want my
20,000.
baba soldier. You have.
For that 20,000, if I may ask, how many cement you go see for that inside 20,000?
I don't know.
You don't even know how much bag of cement it be.
How many, if they do, okay, all this mutual fund, say even 5,000, you go, if you have something where they do, if not mutual fund or something, every month, if you decide, okay, I want to be putting 5,000 every month. And the thing go to increase, it go to yield for you.
Say mutual fund, a day, where person if they do for 5,000.
You feel, yes. That's not a form of investment. So what I want to be say, I want to change our mindset. So if I see 1,000 naira, what thing go come my mind?
Okay.
That's now another thing. So another thing we want to know, they say, okay, for our sisters, for our women, don't forget, say, our tomorrow no go always be like today.
At all.
Sure.
Ask yourself, how old I be now? If you be 40-something, in 5 years' time, how old will you be? You'll be 50. If you be 55. If you be 50, in 5 years' time, how old you go be? You go be 55. If you are 45, in 5 years' time, how old will you be?
50.
If you continue the way you continue, will your tomorrow be like
brighter.
today? So keep that's one of the things we want to do. We want to help you to create a future, a better tomorrow, a future that will be free for you financially.
Free of debt.
Free of debt, free of all these things. So I want to ask you, we don't ask some questions last week and 2 weeks ago.
We do questionnaire.
Yeah.
Another question where I want to ask this morning is, do you like where you are financially? You're supposed to have meeting with yourself.
Yes.
Make you sit down and be reason with yourself. Okay,
do that one.
Today, you dey do that one.
I go make tea, carry my jota part. Then I go ask myself some questions. The one where I know, see this one, it remains small. I go write that. Because that's the moment of truth. Where person if he deceive
so
everybody.
when it comes to money, you can't deceive yourself. You
That's
know
not the
truth
reason
in
why you
yourself.
go sit with yourself and they ask yourself those questions. Now, today na 1st of April where we dey talk. We don't spend 90 days out of 365
Quarter
days.
I don't go.
First quarter you don't go.
First quarter
Ask yourself, how am I better than when I started this year? Remember this year we ask ourselves, what are your goals, your financial goals? How many you don't achieve for there? As a woman, ask yourself. We asked ourselves last week, so if anything happen, you feel continue that way of living. You feel continue that way of life. I want every woman, make it, especially if you are a married woman, ask yourself, say, okay, do I know the numbers it takes to run this home? If you don't know, sit down, ask your husband.
Ask Oga.
How much this house rent be? How much these children's school fees be? Put everything join. Divide them by 12. Ask yourself, what can I do? Which improvements can I make? How can I help? I don't say that, okay, make everybody go out, maybe they work. They're different, because all of us, we get different orientation, we have different circumstance. So now you go come sit down. These are the part of the things where you go do, when you do talk to yourself, when you do reason with yourself. So, okay, if I don't like this thing, if anything happened to my husband, what thing I go do?
The way forward.
With the way forward. How will I cope?
Mama Monica, let me quickly ask you a very practical question.
Okay.
See, most times when we sit down, we write most of these things. Say, did they collect money for this? Did they collect money for that? And after your show, where I go in my corner again, reminiscing on these things.
Reminisce.
No, say, reminiscing on all these things now. I say, okay, this one with Mama Monica I talk today. Oba mi, I want to cut down in budget. On expenditure, so you understand. At times, person go on be like nicer for the face of wife, and at times it may affect children. What can you say about this? People will be say maybe before, you understand. Not be cut down on their food though, but I want come in what me I feel say this one na extramural curricular activity.
For who now? For the family.
For the family. Where we say we feel. But if person try this kind of thing, Mama Monica, and you tell me, person go won't be like Meister for their film. Maybe person the party.
You see, when it comes to family matter, when it comes to families, husband and wife, when it comes to such things, it good say make you sit down together.
Yeah, I was about
before you
saying
cut
that
them alone.
Call
the wife, because anything you do, it will affect everybody.
Yeah.
If I call the children, for our own house, we they call our children.
Let them know.
They know.
Even you way no hear where the thing where it dey my family.
If they your family, you think that she don't understand, but you understand. You understand. You understand. You think say you don't understand. You understand. So you sit down and call everybody. Say, look, oh, this not the thing. We won't cut for this place. Or what thing you feel? Allow everybody make it talk, make it give their contribution. Say, okay, this not the thing. This not the way I look at it. Because you may feel that, so okay, maybe make we cut for this place. The person where they involve may say, no, maybe we no cut for this place. Let's even cut for another place. So now joint affair, now joint meeting, now communication for that one. It's easy for somebody where you never marry. May say, okay, she be na me, na my life and everything. I go do it for myself. But as long as when you don't reach for husband and wife, you don't go do them alone. You go carry everybody along. Because if they give them 20,000 and then you come say you want to start giving 15,000, you go explain to me why.
Understand why. Yes.
You go explain to me why you now won't come give me 15,000.
Because she feel reason in different ways if you don't tell her. She feel they think as okay, maybe they give somebody money outside or stuff.
And we don't want assumption. Chief.
Why?
No, Chief is a...
No, he's a good man.
Yes. We don't want assumption. So that's not the thing we they do. Another thing we say, as a woman, I want you to think, say, what be my money belief? Because for most people, for most in our society, the belief be say, na man they provide.
Yes,
the belief be say, anything where it has to do with money, na man. My own be just be say, make I just sit down.
Anything
make I
that
just
has to
enjoy.
do with groceries, na women.
Na women. That should change.
But in reality...
No, I'm not saying that men should not provide.
Okay.
Men should provide.
Okay.
But what I they say, be say, no thing say it is the exclusive right of a man.
Okay.
And because of that, you go sit
just
down.
Lay back.
Because of that, you don't go do anything.
Go dey tetere.
Or because of that, any money when you get, you go say, the man money, na our money.
Our money.
The woman money, na only my own money.
Ben, that thing, you people guilty of that in 3 months.
That's not the belief. But we say that not be total correct belief. The money, not my money, but at the same time, the money as well. For a good woman, the money as well is for family money.
You get one day where you talk, where you no lie. That day, Sisi no dey my hand. And I won't come work. I can't say, how you go do it now? Say, yeah, the money no plenty for my hand. Though. He look me like this. Say, I'll go come. He asked me, say, I'll go come. I said, no. Say, things is car. Say, you know what? I just fix my car that time. Say, I just fix this car. And the car, now because of when I fix, I say, now if you won't go out. Now he say, what you go come do now? That money, I can't do like this. As I did for living room where they think like this.
She just carry money come give you.
Come give me, 2,000 for my house. 2,000 a day inside this house.
She'll get a savings.
2,000 a day in this house.
She did post make she get back. Not like you don't give her money.
No. Make you not say that one.
How 2,000 you go dey the house? Maybe I no go know.
Now that she gave, is it a problem?
I'm happy, oh. I'm happy.
So don't
now
talk much.
I know that.
Don't talk
you can
much.
see say
You are
the
supposed
money
to
no be
shop
my
at-
money alone.
Yes.
It be for the betterment.
And the lesson where I just dey try talk them say that day when I reach office, I lock myself and I thought a lot about myself that if I can pump more money into
To her
her
business.
business.
Obviously,
one
go dey.
day she go serve as suck up suffer.
Yeah.
Where I no go
Like,
suffer.
like what she did, no matter how small
Yes.
it was, you didn't
That
have a
day,
dime on
2000,
you.
no
That's what I'm
small.
saying. No, you don't get.
no small.
What I'm saying is, maybe some men for
I'm
expect
complimenting
more.
what you are
Do you
saying.
understand?
I don't expect more with Kyle. Leave
So
500.
you didn't have
that
a
day.
dime. If you had money on you, now it would have been a different case. But this case, you didn't even have anything on you. So that one way she give yourself go appear like millions.
Slimy,
Do you
there's some
understand?
day
So
500 car.
it becomes
you
a big
500
deal.
and you
You go dey
dance.
dance.
So I can't tell myself, say, so women, true, if better woman, if they stand well, firm on their own ground,
Obviously,
na
na
suck up
support
suffer.
now.
Na
It
so.
go even ease the stress
Na
for the
so.
man.
Na so.
Ah.
Na so. And another thing we say, I want every woman to make she understand the way cash they flow. For money matter with the cash lamb, cash flow. The cash, it just simply mean how the cash they flow.
Okay.
For some people, when money come in, the flow of the cash be say it go move from the source. It go move go liability. Everything that they think about, they say how we go spend
How
this
do we
money.
spend?
How do we put DSTV? I don't say make you not put DSTV.
It's very essential. at
It's
all.
essential.
Our children go watch cartoon, go watch one
But
TV.
know that say you know fit, like how many stations do they watch? Out of all the subscription where you they pay, look for the stations where you they pay. Reduce your subscription
If
to
you know
that
say you
amount.
know they watch.
If you know they watch everything, there won't be say I don't get my salary, spend. That means your own cash flow.
Because that's why
Na
those
wetin?
people say they
Na
make
liability.
That's why they make their money. What's their
But
business?
if you say, okay, how I want to make my cash flow, for business, they say cash flow na king. For our own lives as well, cash flow is king. So you have to understand the direction where
Where
your
the money
cash
dey go.
they flow. It they flow for liability or it they flow for assets. That's not the reason why budget dey important. Every woman understand the finance for this house, how it they flow.
Okay, I've always wanted to ask, which one is preferable, to make a budget before the money comes in or after you have the
Okay,
money?
fine. That's a beautiful question. They say, have a budget before the money comes in, right? And understand, okay, maybe they get 100,000. You list everything where they need money for all your expenses, and then you allocate. That now one leg. Then, when the month they come, you don't have a budget. Maybe they put down for envelope so that you don't go overspend, and say when money for food you don't finish. Or when you don't almost finish, you don't know, say, this thing they almost finish. You go use money for this one to replace this one. And then during the month, now start tracking how the actual expense they go.
Okay.
You understand? So at the end of the month, you now calculate.
How much?
Because you don't they put time down. Okay, today now first. In fact, this are the good time
For you
to
to-
do them. Today now first. How much? Waiting you use money for? Okay, maybe for your hair, transport. You write them. Transport, maybe now 500. Every day you go do them to the end of 30th of April. At the end of 30th of April, you come add everything together. Category by category.
Okay.
You now take your actual spending. You go now take them. Take the budget where you make. Compare them. Once you compare them, you go see where difference go there. So you go know whether, okay, this one, I spend more, I spend less.
Okay.
That you do that for like 3 months, which will now give you a picture of how your lifestyle and everything is, which will now help you to now make a proper budget to understand how cash flows and what you're supposed to do. But in the budget, ensure that you put everything down.
Yeah.
Everything. Don't say, I may not, just put it down.
I think it's pertinent to open the phone lines now,
Okay.
so that people who they ourselves they go join us. Since na participatory so,
Abi.
make they also contribute. Yes, feel free to call in the line where they see for your screen. Mama Monica, a day anything we get to do with a financial issue, financial question. Mama, you go suffer for
Yes,
Mama
sir.
Monica, and one time you go find solution. Now, Mama Monica, just on the light note, when you talk about maybe write everything down, everything, it's just on the light note. I've come to realize that if you check, like my own diary now, if you check my diary, if you open and page by page, you will see more of figures. Bayo, 5,000.
Family.
Kunle, person wey dey repair my motor, house rent, Ire, you go see everything. Page by page, now wetin you go see on most pages. But if you check women diary, the day Kunle said no, the day Kinikan said, just to complement what you are saying, that I think our women need to jack up or gear up.
We need
to check their own diary the day he proposed to me. Now, most of the thing we dey, even the so-called married women, if you check their diary, the day Daddy Ire got me angry, 13/12/1990, we kill everything, you know, see. Yeah. So I feel our women should actually come more or bring more to the front burner in terms of budgeting, in terms of financial acumen. Make themselves know, say this thing, no be only our own. Diary no be to write only the day where he kiss me, the day where he hug me.
As a matter of fact, even if they collect from your husband, say you should still have a diary. At least if you even table down how much
you understand
and how much you save they spend, and I think it will also help you to manage whatever it is that's coming from his camp.
It's so funny that some women cannot make. They don't know how to make in terms of marginal revenue, marginal income for the family. Some women don't even know that. Okay, last month being March, Bugboyitana is 30. So this month being April, how are we going to be, if not lesser, or on point on that?
Yes.
Some women just believe that let's spend, and you end up seeing that they cannot even differentiate their financial expenditure for last month from that of this month,
which is wrong.
If anything, it costs for market. Make it that they just bring money in. There are some goods with close substitutes because they are not financially inclined. They don't even want to know that there's. For instance, now for our house, one time where this thing costs and all this wheat in Kankan where it costs, we changed to gari.
Alternative.
Yellow gari.
Okay, we have Philip from Lagos.
Philip, how are you there?
Fine.
Good morning, sir.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Philip. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
Very well. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, my dear. Baba Dodo, how are you doing?
I do okay, Mr. Philip.
Baba Dodo.
How everybody, sir?
Fine.
Oh, yeah, my mama Nika.
Please go on.
Yeah. Please, how about my... Hello?
We can hear you.
Fine. Okay. What the program you are doing, I love it today soon.
Thank you.
About how woman and money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woman normally help a lot in the house. Woman, they help a lot in the house. And the Bible says that when person got a woman, he gets favor from God.
Yeah.
Yes.
So woman help a lot in the house. Woman that understand. You know, all women are not the same.
At all.
Yes.
I agree.
Woman that knows if they marry, the man that they marry is the husband. Not only the man will be bringing money. The man will be bringing money.
Yeah.
And it depends how the man raise the woman. Some men like their wife to be housewife, and it's error. It's not good. When you need their wife, make your wife to be only housewife. She can't help in the area of money. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's women do a lot. They do a lot in the house.
Okay, I think he just
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Complimenting the good women.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Philip.
Thank
we
you.
Some of us
appreciate.
go do the home together. Very
Yes.
lovely contribution.
Yes, and I like the point where he says some men, they just want their wives to be housewife. For such men, I want to appeal to you. You're not helping her.
Look at the woman
Even
we call
if
last
she
week.
be housewife, empower her to understand the finances of the family. Let her know how it works. Let her be able to do something. You don't have to go out and say that I'm working 8 to 5. I used to do that before, but I don't do that anymore. So you can say that, okay, wetin I fit do, even when I dey for house, you know, to bring money. And like Slimy said last week, is the husband giving woman money a source of income?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it is a source of income
because
if you
some
want
men will
to
choose
like that.
to pay their wives, you know, outside the regular money they give them for whatever it is.
And say, this
is
is
your own
salary.
So can you consider
for
that?
such a person, you must understand how money works. Don't just carry the money, collect the money, and start spending. That money, invest it. In fact, you even have time on your hand. Research. Ask people who understand money matter. And say, okay, I have so amount. I tell you, when we first start, one lady called me. She said her husband, they pay her 150,000. And he said, I don't want to make you work.
150,000.
150,000. She asked me, what can I do?
And
then we started to look at it. What can you do? What can you do? Another time, she called me to tell me, this is what I have achieved. And I said, good. But I told her, what were you doing before? She said she was a graduate, this. I said, look, in that thing that you are doing, continue to understand and follow up. If you need to take more courses, take more courses. If it's something else you want to do, but ensure that you are not out of the realm of employment, should in case anything happens. So she said, okay, I want to learn a skill. She spoke to her husband agreed. She started learning a skill that in the case that something happens, because if you have been out of the market for like 5 years, it will be difficult for you to come back.
Yes.
Very, very difficult. So don't lose the knowledge. For myself, I'll use example. Before after I married, you know, before I started to work and everything, I was just tired and everything. And then I went to work. After that, because of the peculiarity of my family, because we have a child who has a bit of challenge, I decided, okay, let me stay with him. It was at that point that my husband said, I can see that you love to do this money thing.
Why don't you just...
He just told me he went to go and enroll me. And it was from there I got my certificate. Despite the fact that I am a lawyer, I get my master's. He just said, I love. So it was that period while I was not doing anything at that time. So I was start.
Not a wasted period.
It was not a wasted period. So any woman, even if your husband say no work, empower yourself. Get involved.
But the thing is, some men will actually not want their wives to go out. You know, we had somebody that called us last week, and she said, even to business, the man doesn't want her to get involved. The one that sells recharge card, that she said she used to go and sell, she will go ahead.
In fact,
so situations like that.
For me, I wished we had time for me to talk more to that woman. And I wish she can even call me.
Yes, I told her
my
to call.
My number will be on the screen. I will want her, if she's listening, to call me. Because I wanted to ask her other questions. She said the money the husband
30,000.
The own money when they make now 35,000 from her and the man.
She said the money no dey enough.
No dey enough, yes.
The question be say, you dey tell your husband say the money no dey enough, but your husband no see say the money no dey enough.
Or ego.
No be ego.
Well, let's take Francis first. Francis, good morning.
I just saw a man that
how you dey?
I don't know.
I didn't find no.
Oh yeah, my mama nika dey here.
They always enjoy this on our program. Every day they come from Calabar.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
This woman, when they are here, they talk about women's money.
Okay.
These women are men are money too. Some women, say, I don't know why some women, they like to hide their husband money. They like to show their husband the one way they give. But the one way their husband gives, the husband, they like to show them. I don't know why that thing is true.
We don't talk about herself this morning. She said, don't talk about her.
Husband money now money.
She don't correct that notion.
And she has actually corrected it.
Say make they bring out their own too.
Make them they bring out their own. Especially those where some of us where we get family, the small salary where we bring, where they pay us, with the current settle the children. Make women do they bring their own to assist for kitchen. They bring their own, they hide.
Now the message with that, she actually
the students school fees. If they see they carry and they solve other problems, their own they need to agree contribute.
So make they bring their own, make everything balance for table.
Make everything balance.
Okay, thank you. But not just the truth. And thank God that you actually addressed that fact. You know, in this part of Africa, or let me say in this part of the world, I think we're in an African mindset that a man's money, we money, and then a woman like my money now belongs to me. Do you understand? Even as I am, we be say, okay, I never marry and all of that. If my boyfriend is broke, if he needs money, I support him. Because for me, I believe, say, okay, if he gets, he would obviously, he would obviously like do the same for me. And if I have, why can't I help you? And at that mindset, Chief, what's your problem? And at that mindset, so I think we need to really change that mindset. We need to change that orientation, because really, you guys are supposed to complement yourselves. You're supposed to complement each other. So if it's coming from one side, no way now. The guy go take affect the bros.
Especially when you see, say, this thing, they affect the man. Do you understand? You see that this man is always complaining, he's not happy, because some men are not even happy for their job. But because of the bill and the expense, they don't even fit leave that job. And you know that this man, for instance, where they work, I get one person that time, that my colleague, now man, he had heart problem at one point. When I say, why you no leave? He said, look, I don't feel leave because I get mortgage. I get
where they service.
Where they service and everything. And then I did one when that time when you want to take that mortgage. I said, the mortgage now for waiting. He said, for the house where you go live. I said, why you go take this amount of money for the house where you go live? Why you not buy two buildings together? So instead of you saying that you must live in duplex and you must live alone, why you not say, okay, maybe I will buy 2 flats.
Make one be service.
Where going to be service?
Make one be my apartment.
You make it be your apartment. I want that. You say, no, Gypsy, you know.
So
when the thing come happen, especially when he begin have this heart problem, eventually they had to ask him to let him go. So I appeal to our women. You see that your husband they struggle, happy. It affects in body.
Support him.
Support him.
You're supposed to be support for us.
Be watching them. Be seeing. But
at the same time, some women they feel say their men go take them for granted. Say when they disclose or when they continue to present that picture of say I get, they feel say okay the man go dey over demanding and any small thing will begin.
We will love you more.
No, we get men where they reason like that, Chief. Let's be realistic.
For every rule,
there's an exception. Yes.
For you have good men and you have men that are funny.
Just
the same
like
thing
the
for
women
women. You have good women and you have women that they're funny. So you will know your husband.
Be this work.
And you will know your wife.
This work, where they talk. I know of an exception. One woman will be say, the woman, if you wake up in the morning like this, once the bathing picking finish, they prepare food for her husband. Artisan be. You go just carry back by 7:30, don't come off house. And go come back to the house until 9 o'clock. And you go still prepare food for
the man.
If you can't say why, you go say because go work. So that one you don't cause serious. It's we say even matrimonially the joy wey man supposed to get with him wife.
You come now you dey claim say you don't tire again.
Thank you.
Exactly.
So wetin we dey talk to exception you dey there. Person say make woman no work, but the kind of work where you go do, where you no go let your role as a woman at home to be seen or pronounced. I think that kind of work is not what you're advocating.
Exactly. That is why they say, I don't say you must go out. You go look at the peculiarity and the circumstance of your family. And then you go talk together. You understand? Maybe you never have children. Fine. You fit manage. Say, okay, I fit go out, come back. At least it's only the man I won't make food or do something for. But by the time you start, they have small children. And that is why this money matter is important for women. Because they take break when men know they take ordinarily.
It's too man, no understand.
Because it too might be say, when woman become pregnant,
okay,
she go take maternity. You understand? After some time, where she they work go say, this woman, maybe she come back from maternity, she go say, I beg, I won't feel close. I won't feel carry my baby from creche before they close. That the woman, they take excuse that sometimes, because of that, maybe she and one man, they for the same level. If they want to do promotion, they don't go, the man, they go pick. Yeah. So the women, because of our role as wife and mother, they sacrifice so much. And that is why we need to pay attention to our finance. Because there are some things that are against us naturally.
Maybe then nature put them there.
Nature put them there. So make use of that thing to your advantage, not to your disadvantage. You understand? So you must understand the peculiarity of your family, your household. You get small children. You get,
We have Frederick. Frederick, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have
You have a question? All right, then.
Yes.
Go on.
Why is it that women like inflaming the money that they want to demand from their husband?
They like what?
Inflating.
Okay.
They love demanding huge amount of money from their husband.
Can I answer you, Frederick?
Yes.
Because as a man like you, I know whatever bill my wife brings, I will cut it to half. So that it can meet at the original thing she needs. That's the reason, sir. You know, men, we are wise too.
Yes.
If she asks for 50 naira, I will go back to 25 naira. So if originally it's 20 naira they need, the thing will be able to meet at the middle.
Somehow.
There is no man that will need 50 and they will give 50.
She's not agreeing to you.
That's in support.
She's not agreeing what you just said.
But that's the truth, oh.
I know, I agree.
And then second,
Okay.
maybe the relationship.
Thank you, Frederick.
Yes, I think. Thank you, Frederick.
Thank you, Frederick.
Okay,
But for me, I don't totally agree with you.
Okay.
Maybe for the exception of women, where you know be a good woman.
Yes.
Because why will I? If
Why
the
will
thing
you lie?
lie. You know, there was one example where it happened, which my husband tell me. You know, we have a family friend who be head teacher in a school.
Okay.
And, you know, the husband would just give, you know, when they come, say, give the woman money to run the household. She had her own business. And the woman would say, school fees. If the school fees is 100,000, right? The woman would tell the man, it's 200,000. And she kept at it for 5 years. Until one day, unfortunately for that woman, she forgot the bill on the table. So she went to her business. The husband came home. He doesn't, and I think he's usually out of station. He came back, got to the table and saw
The original
bill. You know what he did? He didn't even say anything to the woman. He just carried the bill, go to the school.
Verify.
Not verify, to pay
The
the school
money.
fees. He collected it, get everything. He came back. He didn't even talk to the woman about it.
No,
So by the time the woman realized, say, I forget this thing for
Table.
inside table.
She won't go.
She come back. And then she went back to school, say, she didn't tell the school, say, what happened. She just tell the school, say, I misplaced them. Give me another bill so I can pay. Now the accountant come tell him, say, but your husband came yesterday now. He can't pay.
No way.
Forward, she no fit go. Backward, she no fit go.
Ashiri Titu.
Ashiri Tutu. The man then realized that she had been doing it for the 5 years with the children.
No matter anything, no go fit trust her again.
She couldn't
There's
even
no
go back
trust
to the
in
house.
marriage. Hi.
I go take go
She couldn't go back to the house. Waiting, I say this to say that if now the money be 50,000, now 50 naira, tell him say now this one be 50 naira. That's not the way I do for my husband.
It is very
if
good.
now 100 naira, I go tell him. Then I go come tell him say please put something for top.
That one is good. Alex, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello,
When I
Alex.
make the call, pass.
As in men are
The
calling.
woman never call.
I want to I so much enjoy your program.
Thank you.
And I would like to make a contribution.
Please go ahead.
Now, I want to tell you that the problem of finance is always ongoing every day.
Yeah.
Sure.
And to stop that very problem is to sensitize the younger women who are about to be launched into marital relationship. Now, the knowledge younger women have and the one the younger men have, they are quite, or at times, the same or contrary. When you watch it very well, you'll see that any eatery you have around in town, guys who want to use it to impress ladies. And out of all percentage, you see the women dominating the demand of high percentage, that is, they are the ones taking to the eatery. Now, when you get to the eatery, the guy is ready to spend any amount.
To impress.
Check the shopping too. All the accessories on women, the guy will be able to render everything on his purse. And that is a mentality that is wrong.
Yeah.
There to shop for me. He's there to do this for me. And when you look at, even in any society in Nigeria, talk of you want to talk to a lady, she will tell you, please, even to her friends, Omo, you have to outsmart this guy. Omo, wise up. That is a original initiative right from upbringing that they should be able to extract from the man. So it is not just a flinch of a bird flying in the air of an ideology that this very thing should be of our notion that my money is my money. No. It has been on from the childhood. The family will just say, oh, who is taking you out? It's Uncle so-so and so. Oh, beautiful, that's good. But have you ever seen, look in our society, when a lady says, I want to take you out, it's very rare.
If not impossible.
Now, let me look at this very one. Now, look at the man beside you there. The position is taken as a presenter. If there were two ladies and him contesting for that very position, you will see that after the judges will have looked at all criteria and see that, well, this guy has the talent, they will not give it to him. They will prefer the what? They call it advantage of the gender. And that has ever been on until that thing is eradicated. Now, look at when women are fighting for their rights. They don't need to fight for their rights. It is a matter of the men having the consciousness that, look, this is the right I must also see. He's not fighting for it. The right is already there. He's not fighting for it. So it is the consciousness. But when we erase the consciousness, then there will be problems. You get to an eatery and you're like, come on, it's as if what I have here is 5,000. And she's looking at there is an ATM outside. So it's like he's telling you, you are the one that will do the whole payment.
She will even tell you there's ATM outside, Abby.
I wish.
Alex,
Thank
Alex,
you.
Alex,
so much.
Thank you, Mr. Alex.
Deep.
We have to go now.
Well, you are not going anywhere.
Obviously,
We will
no,
definitely
no.
start from here because we have raised so many
things.
But time will not permit us right now to continue. You can't buy 30 minutes. You don't fit buy.
Send the
You
money
don't
now.
fit buy the 30 minutes. So on this note, we want to round up and thank you, Chief, for your contribution always.
Thank you,
Thank
Ma.
you so
Thank you,
much.
Ma.